You need to be reading weirder books. That's why you're in a reading slump. You need to read books that are so weird you cannot stop thinking about them for days. Now, in my case, that usually translates to weird feminist horror. So here are some of my favorites that I would recommend for you. Bunny by Mona Awad is the book that first got me into this. And when I say this, I mean weird books. I loved it. I think anybody who's ever been part of a college creative writing class would love it. But on that note, I also really loved Rouge by the same author, which is similar but also kind of a totally different vibe. I read We Ride Upon Sticks literally 2 days ago, and it was exactly what I was looking for. Would it have been a better October Halloween-y read than a June beginning of summer read? Yeah, probably. But that doesn't change the fact that it was excellent. I read 13 Ways to Kill Lulabelle Rock all the way back in January, and you know what? It was weirder than I thought it was going to be, and I really liked it. I read All of Us with Wings way back in, I think, 2019, and I loved it. I think about that book once a week. I also read Wolfwood at some point last year, I think, maybe beginning of this year, and it was weird, it was delightful, it critiqued things in the best way. Yeah, I would absolutely throw that on this list. I really enjoyed it. And if you've been around here for a little while, you already know what I'm gonna say. Yellowface absolutely deserves a spot on this list. Yellowface by R.F. Kuang. It's creepy. It's a true horror story. Also, like, supposed to be fiction, but then people in the real world keep doing bad things, and it keeps looking a whole lot less like fiction. Also on this list, I would put Now She Is Witch by Kirsty Logan. I have not yet read Night Bitch. I'm waiting for it on Libby, but I've been told that I would enjoy it a lot, and I think that it kind of fits the vibes of this list. If you have read it, let me know in the comments. But I strongly suspect that I'm going to enjoy it quite a lot. And in a rare moment of attempted de-influencing, I never want to talk shit about another author's work on this app, or, like, anywhere for that matter. But these are books that I was told would fit the vibe of what I was looking for, and, like, I'm not convinced that they actually do, so I'm just gonna give you the heads up about that. I read Anita Demonte Laughs Last a couple of months ago, and I genuinely enjoyed the book. The art history major in me and the weird feminist horror lit reader in me really liked it. However, since reading it, I have learned a whole lot about how the author handled getting the rights to or not getting the rights to the story of a real live human on whom she based the story, and, like, that bothers me. I'm sorry, it does. And, like, since learning that, now that's all I can think about rather than the actual material of the book, and it has kind of spoiled that experience for me a little bit. I was also told that I would really enjoy Our Hideous Progeny for reasons of enjoying weird feminist horror. It is a Frankenstein retelling. I think that it kind of fundamentally misunderstands the point and the plot of Frankenstein. I think that if you want to go read weird feminist horror and weird original sci-fi, go read Frankenstein. Mary Shelley knew what the hell she was doing. Anyway, if you have read and liked any single one of these books on this list, I think that you would enjoy the rest. I think that if you liked one, you will like the others. They're all very much in the same vein. And I just think that they're all a really great time, especially if you've been in a reading slump and you're just looking for something totally different to pull you out of it. What are your favorite weird feminist horror reads? Let me know in the comments.